Now here, bring you my opinions on whatever the hell this is. Seriously, Game Tunes, what was your thought process behind this? Did you seriously think that making a mod out of a goddamn finger would be a good idea? Because last Sunday they posted a GTG mod about a finger. Well, technically the hand, but they broadcasted it as the finger, which is really weird. It's barely any less cursing all the Fortnite funkin' crap. So I decided to watch through the video and see if modern Game Tunes gaming is any good as the original, which is definitely not the case. Still, just wanted to check again. Within the first few seconds, Mr. Egg talks about not wanting to be in this weird temple place with the, haunting finger, which is, yeah, I feel the same. They barely even remark on the goddamn insanity it is that they are fighting a finger, and the one time they do, it didn't really make much sense. Because, they say that the finger is their foe because they don't have hands, but they do have hands. It's arms they don't have. So, yeah, they don't really, they kind of just make a lot of references and jokes in this video that don't really make a lot of sense. They shove in a few pop culture references and callbacks to the original AUL, but just kind of feels forced because it doesn't really fit in the context of what they're saying. They just kind of put them in there to appeal to a young audience who wants to see references to this kind of stuff. And I do like that they tried to call back to the original series, but they don't really do it very well. They just kind of recycle jokes from there and not really call back to anything they actually did. And back to the finger, the mod barely makes any sense. They bring up the fact that they skipped the 3-finger form but don't have an excuse for it. The minigame seemed relatively pointless and barely relating to the finger topic a lot of the time. The finger gun was for the 2 fingers for some reason, and the flick was with 1 finger, even though that actually is used with 2 fingers. Even with all the Master Hand stuff, they only referenced Super Smash Bros. Once with the laser things, but even that was just kind of a fleshy ripoff. And even with the insane curseness that this is a goddamn finger of all things, even though the whole mod was really more revolving around the hand, but for some reason they thought it was a good idea to market it as a finger, but this kind of just feels like a lot of recycled elements from all the other mod videos. It's kind of just similar to a lot of the Fortnite funkin' stuff, where there's just a really overpowered monstrosity with a bunch of power levels that keep going up, and then you kill it with a cannon at the end. Seriously, that's the formula for most of them from what I've seen. They've kind of just run out of ideas for all these mod videos, and while I get that can happen, still, this is my opinions video, so I'm sharing my opinions, and overall just seems kind of repetitive. Even, I haven't really watched them, but from the ones I have seen, they're all just pretty much the same recently. And that's kind of sad to see, because the original Game Tunes gaming stuff is some of my favorite content from Game Tunes. And this is the only way we ever really still get to see Among Us logic, so it's kind of depressing that it's been reduced to this, and now we kind of just have to hope that the next AUL is good, because AUL has been on a track record of being good recently, but the time frames are really dragged out. But, this is talking about the finger mod, so this is already off topic from the finger, and I'd like to keep it like that, so I'll just send it now. Outro noises, yeah!